Hey guys, SuperDave, aka Sasquatch. Been having a good time up in the mountains up in northern Arkansas, going from one place where I've been at for about 4 days with a bunch of folks, having fun, shooting the breeze, learning more about Sasquatch, sitting around a campfire and camaraderie was just phenomenal. But that's not what I want to talk today. I am headed to Green Springs for a broken chain spill this weekend. Lots of reports up around where I'm going, so I'm going to check out the woods and see if I can encounter a squatch. But what I want to talk about is like being honest, in our Christian walk or just in our walk in general, a recovery walk or anything like that, about the honesty in it. And, the program tells us you're only sick as your secrets. So, but I want to talk a little bit about honesty, and give an example. I was heading from one mountain range to another, and I was kind of going slow because it was mountainous and got off some dirt roads and finally hit pavement, thank God. And I was going kind of slow, 20, 30 miles an hour, because it's real curvy and mountainous and stuff. And saw a cell phone laying in the middle of the woods. I stopped, picked it up. It wasn't broke. I, of course, swiped it to see if I could get into it and find out whose it was and let them know that I found their phone. And of course, I had facial recognition. And let me wear focus window. I'll be able to hear me a little bit better. Had facial recognition on it, so I knew I couldn't get onto it. So I just do it here in the console and figured when I got to Green Springs or back to Malvern that I just, if I could get a hold of whoever had the phone, just drop it in the mail. And then I picked it up, I put it in and picked it up again a few miles down the road and saw they had missed call, so I laid it down on my leg and waited for the next call. And when the next call come in, I flipped over and said, hey. And he's like, man, you got my cell phone? I was like, yeah, I got your cell phone. So I found it in the middle of the road. I've been squatching. I'm going from one mountain range to another. And he said, man, I appreciate you finding it. I said, give me a minute. Let me find someplace to turn this, park this RV and a place to pull over, because I'm in my big 36-foot RV and pulling the trailer with my side-by-side. You just can't pull it over just anywhere. You gotta have 40 acres almost to turn this sucker around. And finally found a place, got pulled over, met the dude, was a firefighter up in the area. I don't want to share too much of this information, but I was very grateful that I found the phone. And I told him I was going to mail it back or wait on a phone call or something like that. And he was just very grateful that, that I, number one, that I picked it up, and number two, that way it didn't get run over. So there was a lot of information. I understand that, a lot of information. And I think it was his wife's phone. So I give him back the phone. We started, when I answered the phone, I said, yeah, I saw it in the middle of the road. I've been up squatching. And that perked his interest. He was interested in Sasquatch. And of course, he saw the stuff on the side of my RV and stuff. And so we had a good conversation. I gave him some cards, told him to follow the channel and whatnot. But, if somebody would have picked that phone up, they'd have probably just, erased it and used the phone themselves or anything like that. And I was very, very grateful that I found it and it wasn't broke and was be able to return it to the owner. And he was very grateful as well. There's kudos that go with honesty. We find that in our recovery program. We find that in our Christian walk, in our recovery walk. We do the next right thing. Good things happen in our lives. Because I've lost my cell phone before and never got it back, or lost it and somebody's run over it. So he was appreciated. I was appreciated. I know I was rambling on. I want you guys to have a good day. I'm going to post this on my channel here in a little bit. And, it's just about doing the next right thing in our walk, in our spiritual event. walk in our Christian walk and whatnot. So be honest today. Do something for somebody today, and just do something. Do something good for somebody today. Be a good human. As always, SuperDave, aka Sasquatch, signing off. Thank you very much.